Good morning, Year 5s. It is your maths on Wednesday, and Wednesday is going to be glorious, apparently. So let's get cracking and we can enjoy the weather today. Right, on to the first question, which I already did wrong this morning. So, there are 100 centimetres in a metre, not 1,000 like I just did. So, you need to do something with 100. So, if there are 100 centimetres in a metre, that means 1 metre is 100 centimetres. Well, we've got 400, so it's going to be 4 metres, 51. There we go. There are 1,000 metres in a kilometre, and to be fair, you can use the same skill here. Yes, you can do 1,000, 1, 2, 3, for 3 zeros of 1,000. Or you can just think, right, if there's 1,000 metres in a kilometre, well, I've got 5,000 there, so that's going to be 5 kilometres. And then I'll put everything else. 679 metres. 0.5, you should know that's 50%. 23%, you should know that's 0.23. And then this one is corrected here, guys. Once again, apologies. We've got 4/5 equals 12 something. I've given you the numerator today, not the denominator. But you've still got something you can use. So 4, something has happened to 4 to get to 12. Times that by 3, haven't we? Remember, you do the same. Whatever you do to the top, you do to the bottom. Whatever you do to the bottom, you do to the top. So 5 times 3, 15. Pal. The shape questions. Corners on 3D shapes, well, 1 is a vertex. More than 1 are vertices. Okay? Draw perpendicular lines. If something's perpendicular, it meets at a 90 degree. Okay? You might have done that or that in class. I think in year 4 you probably did it with your hand or your arm. I can't remember. I have 3 faces and no vertices. What am I? I am a sphere. A cylinder. So there are no vertices on a cylinder, but you've got 1, 2. You've got a circle on the other side, and then 3 is the entire face going all the way around. Kind of a rough cylinder. There you go. Show 17,894. Show how you partition it, break it up. So I've just done this one over here for a bit more room. Now you might not have remembered what that means, but simply, what's the value of each thing? So the 10,000, so that's a 10,000. That's 7,000. That's 800. That's 90. And that's 4. Just a quick little recap of your place value. What is a multiple? You can write the answer in here. Multiple. It's your times table answers. It's a number that is an answer in the times table. So if it was 7, 14, 21, they're all multiples of 7. Don't forget, some numbers can be multiples of more than 1. What does consecutive mean? We kept forgetting this, or we kept struggling with this. Consecutive means one after the other. So if you win a competition in 2018, 2019, 2020, they're consecutive. It might be Olympics. You win a gold medal in 2012 and you win in consecutive Olympics. So you won it in 2016 and you won it in 2020, which has been moved now. That's still consecutive if it's to do with a certain event that's held. Okay, so consecutive's the next ones. Right, on to our task for today. So we've had a look at equivalent fractions and using our times table skills to and finding common multiples to find equivalent fractions. We're going to move that up now to different ways in which you can show the fractions. So this first sheet here would be kind of like your require or fine. You've got pictures to represent fractions, and you notice we've got mixed and we've got improper. All you need to do here is you need to just write the fraction for each one. Now we have discussed this in do nows and in class already, but remember, mixed is literally what it says on the tin. It's a mixed fraction. It's a fraction and a whole number put together. So you're mixing a numeral with a fraction. Improper, I used to call top heavy at school. Improper is the improper, ironically, is the proper way of saying it. So improper is when there's more numerators than the denominator. Okay, so for example, for this first one, it doesn't really matter which way around you do these, because all the information is here. If we do the mixed one first though, so we've got, let's do the whole number first. How many whole things have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so the first one, I'm going to have to flip down. That first one is 4. Right, hang on. Mixed. Improper. There we go. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have a half. So we've got 4 and a half. That is a mixed fraction now. We've got our whole number and we've still got our fraction. To work that out as an improper fraction, first thing you need to do is put your denominator. Okay? Because what a lot of people do is they start calculating with the wrong number. Put the denominator. Okay? If you're working in halves over here, it's going to be halves. So put the denominator first. Then what you do is you times those two together. So 4 times 2 is 8. And then you add 1, which makes 9. Now, the reason you do that is because you're multiplying how many you have. So 4 is 2 halves, 2 halves, 2 halves, 2 halves. Okay? So 4 whole things is 4 lots of 2 halves. So multiplying that together instantly gets you to 8 halves. Because if you wrote half, half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. So there's your one. There's your complete whole one. Okay. There's your 2 over 2. Your whole thing. Times that by 4, you get 8 halves. But you've got one extra left. Remember, you've got this one little numerator left, so you add him on at the end. And it makes 9 halves. That literally is how you convert mixed fractions to improper fractions. To go the other way, you can do a similar thing. You can just look at how many 2's go into that number, and then the extras is your numerator. So if we're going the other way here, if we were going to mixed, you still want your half, you still want your denominator, but you go, okay, right, how many 2's do I get to 9? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, right now. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's 4. 4 whole things. Oh, and I had one more extra to get to 9. There you go. Okay. So we'll just go through a couple on here. Let's have a look at the next one. So how many whole things? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we've got 5 whole things. Oh, what's the denominator? Ring quarters. There you go. So we've got 5 whole things, not 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got 3 extras, 3 quarters. Okay, lovely. Now, if I want to change that to improper, first thing we're going to do, I'm going to put the quarters there straight away. So, 5 lots. So times that first. 5 times 4 is 20. And then add the 3. So 20 is 5 whole things. 20 is 5 so just in case we're not quite following, 20 is if I had 5 whole things. And you can check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It just tells you how many individual pieces make up 5. And then you need to add 3. 23. Lovely. Right, we'll whiz through a few more now. So the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got 4 holes, and then we're in quarters, we're in 4 things, and we've got 1 extra. So we've got 4 1/4, make it improper, 4 times 4. Ooh, wait, whoa, let's put my denominator first. 4 times 4 is 16, add 1 is 17. 17 quarters. And hopefully you can go through the rest and it should be sorted. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4 whole ones, and then but you've still got 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces left. So we're in thirds here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. You can make a 5th one there, because if you take 1 off of there and put it on there, there's another hole. So you're working in threes. 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you've got 5 whole things there. You're working in thirds. So put it on there, so you've got 1 left. So that's 5. Where's my answer? 5 1/3. Put your denominator first. 15. 5 times 3 is 6 is 15. Add 1 is 16. There you go. This one here. So 1, 2, 3. 3 3/4. So we've got 3 3/4. So 3 3/4. Denominator first. 4 times 3 is 12. Add 3, 15. And it's that simple, guys. I'll let you finish those last ones off. Okay. So once you've done that, you've got these here, and all this is exactly what you were doing on the page before, only you've not got a picture. You've not got a picture of the pieces this time, and you're going from one to the other. Now what you might want to do, and I've put them in this order on purpose to see if you can use some common sense. Some people look at that and go, right, this is the one I've got to do first. Well, why not do these ones? Because you've just been doing that. You've just been changing mixed to improper. So why not? So why not keep doing that? So, we've got 7. I'll just do it again. I'll just do the 36th, 7th. I maybe should have written these out, guys. My apologies. So, I just said we weren't doing those ones. These ones. So, just like we've been doing before, first of all, it's in fifths. And then you do 7 times 5, which is 35. Add 4, 39. Can you see why Mr. Cooper banged on every day about why you need your times table skills, year 5s? If you've not got your times tables for this, it is going to take you twice as long. Okay? So if you're not confident with your times tables, still get yourselves on Times Table Rockstars and get your times tables sorted. Your next one. 9 2/9. Right, we're going to have our ninths. 9 times 9 is 81. Add 2 is 83. Whew. That's a really improper fraction. And so on and so forth. To do the others, you need to do the other way, like I said before. So you're working in threes. Your denominator is always like your multiples. In your whole thing, you're working in threes. So you're working in the 3 times table. So, how many 3s go into 7? 3, 6, 9. Okay, so 3, 6. So 2. And how many did I have left? I got to 6. I needed to get to 7, so I've got 1 left. Lovely. Next one. 7s now. Right, to 36. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. Oh, wait. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35. So that's 5 and 1/7. This one here. How many I'm right on the edge of my page here. How many 10s in 44? Well, that's 4 straight away, because you get to 40. And how many do I have left? Well, 4. There you go. What I'll do is I'll write the answers out and I'll take a photo rather than go through all of them, okay? So, good luck with that. And then the very last thing is approve it, very similar to yesterday, where you've got to match the fractions up. all right? And I'll include that in an answer sheet as well, because there are a lot of questions today, all right? But convert them and then match them up. My little bit of advice, make them all the same, okay? Just like when you're converting anything else, you know, make them all meters. When you were doing area and perimeter, make them all centimeters, or make them all. So make them all mixed, or make them all improper, and it might make it a little bit better for you. Okay, so good luck with that, and I'll put a couple of photos of the answer sheets up for you.